Episode 7, Love Goes Global. So Jesus rises. The church is born. But here's the next big move. The mission goes global. Now, this was never supposed to stay in one place. Jesus didn't say, start a local club. He said in Matthew 28:19, and I quote, "Go and make disciples of all nations," unquote. See that? All nations. Why? Well, because truth and love cannot be contained. Now let's get practical. The early church didn't spread because they had flashy programs, huge social media followings, music, events, smoke screens. They spread because ordinary people loved in extraordinary ways. They fed the hungry, they welcomed outsiders. They forgave enemies, and they shared a message that was radically different from anything the world had heard. You are loved. You are free. You can be new. Powerful messages. Then enters Paul, the guy who was a former religious extremist who met Jesus and completely changed direction. He traveled all over the known world then, not forcing people to convert, but reasoning with them, loving them, and inviting them into a better way of life. And what did Paul teach? Not a list of rules. He taught about God's life-giving design law, about how real life works, how reality works, and when it's aligned with love and truth, everything else moves with it. He talked about the fruit of the Spirit, like love, joy, peace, patience. You see that in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23. It talks about those fruit of the Holy Spirit as signs that you are living in harmony with how you were originally made in the first place. The New Testament shows the gospel traveling across cultures, across languages, and across all barriers. It wasn't about creating clones. It was about healing lives through love and freedom and truth. And you know the crazy part? People saw the difference. They said, these people actually care. They are different. You know, in a world full of power play, power struggles, and selfish agendas, the early Christians stood out. Not because they were loud, but because they were genuine, because they didn't need to dominate by force, they just served. And that love was magnetic. Now today, my friends, that mission is still alive. It's not about converting people through pressure, through obligation, or through guilt. It is about living in a way that is so full of peace, full of love and purpose that people start asking, what have you got? What's so different about you? The mission isn't to go everywhere telling people they are wrong. The mission is to go everywhere showing what real life-giving design looks like when it's rooted in God's love and truth and freedom. Showing God's life-giving designs, in other words. Now, in the next episode, we'll dive into some of Paul's letters because they're not just theology, they are blueprint for practical daily transformation. See you then.